Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I am going to be going over the new boss, the Glacor. I did happen to have some time to try this boss out, and I wanted to compare the normal mode to the hard mode, so I did 1 hour of each normal and hard mode, and I want to compare both of them. I'm also going to be comparing the difference between the boss fights of the normal and hard mode, as well as the drops that you can obtain between the two modes. So if you are looking for a guide showing you the differences between the two, then this is the guide for you. So first off, the two modes, they are quite different. Normal mode, you have the option to turn on and off 5 different mechanics, making the boss fight customizable. Also, all of the mechanics, they are much easier. As you can see on the left in normal mode, this is the exposed core mechanic. And basically you have to destroy one of the Glacor's arms before you freeze to death. In hard mode, the health on these arms are twice as high, making it much more difficult to break through. A lot of the other mechanics are quite similar. The Glacite minions mechanic is when 4 minions spawn, and in hard mode, these minions have twice as much health, making it a lot longer to actually kill them. Same with the frost cannon mechanic. In normal mode, you can actually resonance this mechanic. However, in hard mode, you cannot do that because basically it hits you twice. So you will need to devotion, or if you can't use devotion, you'll need to use something like barricade or reflect. Along with the hard mode mechanic, there is the flurry ability, and this is a bit different in hard mode as well, where the Glacor can use different types of attacks, including the melee attack, which is different in hard mode. Basically, overall, the boss is just much more difficult in hard mode. It has a bit more health and does hit a lot harder. With the pillars of ice mechanic, which you are seeing on the right in hard mode, there are 3 pillars of ice which spawn, whereas there's only 2 in normal mode. So essentially the boss fight, it is just much more difficult and much longer in hard mode than it is in normal mode, but you are compensated for that with the drops. I also wanted to compare the drops that you can obtain in these two modes. So on the left is the drops you can obtain in normal mode, and on the right is hard mode. Basically, as you can see, they are a lot of the same drops, except the quantity that you can obtain in hard mode is much higher. That is because, of course, in hard mode you have that enraged system and the kill streak system, a lot like Telos. So if you do have a high kill streak and a high enrage, you are going to be getting a higher quantity of these items, which is going to be worth a lot more. Now, if you do notice, there are a few key differences as to some of the items on the normal and hard mode drop list. One key item is the uncut onyx. So you can only obtain this in hard mode, and you will get 1 to 8 uncut onyxes. So this obviously does boost the drop table in hard mode since they are priced quite high. Another drop that you can only get in hard mode is the frozen core of Lang. And this frozen core of Lang is used to upgrade the tier 85 weapons to their tier 95 version. So of course, it is worth a lot to have. You can purchase those tier 85 weapons on the Grand Exchange and then use this to turn it into that tier 95 version. So this drop is obviously going to be worth a ton. So you do need to keep that in mind with the hard mode drop table, since that will really help the GP per kill. Aside from that, everything else is quite similar. The Dark Nihilist, that's something that you need to use to craft the tier 85 weapons. In hard mode, you do have a chance at getting 1 to 42 of these Dark Nihilists, and you will always get 2 plus your kill streak divided by 5. So say your kill streak is 5, you'll get 3 Dark Nihilists if you hit it on the drop table. If you have a kill streak of 0 and you get the drop in hard mode, you will get 2 of them at least. So the Dark Nihilists, they are a lot more common in hard mode, not to mention they're only a rare rarity as opposed to very rare on normal mode. So basically just looking at the theoretical drop tables, you can see that hard mode is much better. And actually the kill times are quite similar. I did find this when I was trying out both modes. So theoretically, hard mode is a lot better in terms of GP. Now, as for the drops that I did obtain, here's a breakdown of the two different modes. So as you guys saw, in normal mode, I did receive 16.6 mil almost in drops. However, I did only sell them for 12.4 mil. So I did make about 775k per kill. In hard mode, I didn't actually claim the loot, so I did get 11 kills in 1 hour and reached that 11 kill streak. Do note this is from 0 enrage and a 0 kill streak. Of course, if I did 1 more hour continuing this kill streak, the loot would be much better. But the current loot that I got from hard mode was only worth 9.3 mil. Now that is a bit better GP per kill. It's 845k per kill. But the thing that I really want to show you guys is that I did not get any common drops. Or any good common drops, I should say. So as you can see in the normal mode, I got a lot of the Onyx Dust drops, and this is actually a drop that does sell for its Grand Exchange price. So you do make a lot of money off of this drop, and unfortunately I didn't get any in hard mode. I didn't happen to get an Uncut Onyx as well, or any of the Orichalcum Salvage, which is another pretty good drop. So basically, because of that, I do think my GP was a bit low in hard mode, and it should be a lot higher moving forward if I do happen to get one of the good common or uncommon drops. And also, if you do continue the kill streak and continue the enrage, you will, of course, make more money. So basically, the analysis here is normal mode. It is really great. It's actually super easy. You don't need any food. At least I don't with my type of gear. So I do find it quite easy to do, and making 775k per kill is quite good for a boss that is quite easy, and you don't really have a high chance at dying, I guess. As for hard mode, it is quite a challenge. It's a lot of fun pushing your enrage and your kill streak. But of course, if you do die, you do lose some of that loot. So there is a risk in that. But just the fact that a lot of the drops, they are much better and you get a higher quantity of them. I think hard mode definitely is better GP per hour. But of course, that is to be expected since it does require more skill. And so anyway guys, that is all I have for you in this video. This boss is a ton of fun, and if you guys haven't already, you should definitely check it out. No matter what combat level you are, because you can even do normal mode and customize it to your own bossing skill level. And also, as it turns out, this boss is exceptional GP per hour. And that is even just by getting the common and uncommon drops. If you do happen to get a rare, then you are making absolute bank. So far, this boss is a huge success. It definitely is a thumbs up from me, and from a lot of other players, I'm sure, as well. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.